When life knocks you down once, it hurts. It knocks you down 100 times, it feels impossible to stand again. But what if I told you that the only people who truly fail are the ones who never get back up? Today you'll hear the story of Samuel Reed, a man who fell more times than he could count, but stood up one more time and changed the world. Samuel Reed was born in 1875 in a poor farming village. His father was a carpenter who worked until his hands bled. His mother was a schoolteacher who believed in hard work and faith. Samuel wasn't the strongest boy, nor the smartest in school, but he was the most curious. He loved machines, broken clocks, rusted farm tools, discarded gears. Anything mechanical fascinated him. He dreamed of creating machines that could make people's lives easier. But in his small town, dreams were a luxury, and dreamers were often laughed at. At 19, Samuel built a water pump from scraps of metal. It was clunky but worked twice as fast as the old methods. He proudly showed it to local farmers. They laughed in his face. One even said, "Son, if this is your future, you better find another one." That night, Samuel sat in his tiny room, staring at the pump, like he almost smashed it to pieces. But his mother's words came back to him. "Samuel, the world doesn't reject you because you wrong it, rejects you because it doesn't understand you yet." And so, he tried again. Years of setbacks, the world's harshest teacher at 21, his grain mill broke down after 2 days. At 23, his hand-crank generator got rejected by every investor he approached. At 25, he went bankrupt trying to start a workshop. Each failure cut deeper than the last. Friends stopped visiting, relatives told him to get a real job. But Samuel refused to quit. "If I can learn from this," he told himself after every setback, "then it wasn't wasted." By 28, Samuel was working in a dirty foundry just to afford rent. His health was failing. His pockets were empty. His dreams felt far away. One cold winter night after another rejection, he walked home through the snow, wondering if it was time to give up for good. And then he saw it, dock workers struggling to lift heavy cargo. They used ropes and brute strengths, and it took hours. Samuel thought, there must be a better way. That idea lit a spark. For the first time in months, Samuel felt alive again. He went home and began sketching what would become the Reed Compact, hoist a small machine that could lift and move cargo with ease. This time, he poured all his past failures into the design. From the broken grain mill, he learned to make it durable. From the rejected generator, he learned to make it simple. From bankruptcy, he learned to make it affordable. For 18 months, he worked tirelessly. No parties, no holidays, just pure focus. In 1906, Samuel demonstrated his invention at an industrial fair. The hoist ran perfectly for hours. The crowd was silent at first, then erupted into applause. By the end of the day, he had contracts from 6 shipping companies. Within a decade, his hoist was used in ports across the country. The lesson why you must never give up Samuel's journey wasn't about talent. It wasn't about luck. It was about getting back up again, and again, and again. He once told a young inventor, "It's not the man who falls who loses. It's the man who stays down." Failures didn't destroy him, they built him. Every no brought him closer to his yes. So, if you're at the edge of quitting, remember Samuel Reed. Remember that the road to victory is paved with failures. You don't need to win every time you just need to refuse to stop trying. Never give up. Your moment is coming. Thank you for listening to Samuel's story. If it inspired you, please share it with someone who might be ready to give up. You could be the reason they keep going. Till next time, stand tall, keep fighting, and never forget. Your breakthrough might be just one try away.